This is a follow-up video from a few days ago where I demonstrate without narration how the sun and the moon work like a clock over the flat Earth. Let's take a look at the footage I showed from the pilot's perspective. I'll get back to this model, how the sun and the moon work over the flat Earth. Like I said, just like a clock. Let's take a look at this footage. Once again, this is a flat Earth pilot. Take a look at the sun and you'll see the moon as he pans the camera to the right. Okay, flat horizon. I had people tell me the Earth is so vast. There's your moon right there. Okay, like I said, how is this possible? If we live on a globe, you have your sun and your moon viewable at the same time. Okay, what is the other side of the supposed ball Earth getting as far as the sun and the moon? Now let's take a look at the dimensions of the so-called ball Earth, so people have a better understanding. Because again, some people are claiming the Earth is so vast and so huge, that's why it appears flat. No, that's because it is flat. Again, let's take a look at the supposed dimensions with the Earth's radius supposedly only 3,959 miles. That's, of course, from the surface to the core. Of course, I'll bring your diameter to 7,917 miles. That's across. Okay, across the supposed ball Earth. Now let's take a look at the supposed circumference. It's under 25,000 miles around the equator. After going through these supposed dimensions, again, going through all three, now let's take a look at the curvature chart, which they do not have in school textbooks. You ask any so-called college or university graduate, what's the curvature of the supposed ball Earth? And you'll get a deer in headlights look, because it's never taught. It's never been presented. But again, based on these numbers we're given, do the math yourself. For any of you genius college or university graduates, these are the calculations when you break it down. Okay? For the first mile, it's 8 inches. Then it gets drastic very fast with the supposed ball. When you get to 60 miles, it's almost a quarter mile of curvature. Again, supposedly. Now, let's take a look at this perspective from a standard camera view over New York. Flat as a pancake. Where's the curve? How many miles is it from this end to this end? Where is the curvature? Okay. Again, look at this chart. Do the math yourself based on the calculations provided by so-called science. Okay. Where's the curve? Okay, don't tell me it doesn't curve, on the horizon for some freaking reason. Okay. This is why you believe what you believe with these fisheye lens cameras giving you the false perspective. You're given a false perspective. That's why you believe in this false reality you've been fed your entire life. Okay, let's take a look here. As we're supposedly spinning at 1,100 miles an hour around the equator, we're also supposedly traveling at 66,600 miles an hour around the sun. Amazingly, you get these numbers. Okay? With all this happening, supposedly, with the Earth spinning and traveling at this great speed, how do we get this? You want to explain this? How do we get this water like glass? Unbelievable. You throw a little pebble in here, you get a ripple. But traveling this speed and spinning at 1,100 miles an hour, you see nothing. You see nothing but glass. Okay? You want to explain this? I don't think so. Now let's take a look at this footage I filmed in front of my house. Okay? This is the sun. This is after 3 p.m. Okay? Let's take a look here. I'm going to play this footage. Okay? This is, again, after 3 o'clock. Take a look as, again, I pan over to the left. There's your moon. Again, what is the other side of the supposed ball Earth getting as far as the sun and the moon? They're not getting anything. They're not getting any type of light. Just taking a little closer look at the moon during the day. There you go. Now I'm going to play my previous video for those that have not seen it. Again, demonstrating how we live on a fixed, flat Earth without a shadow of a doubt. Your eyes don't deceive you. Science and your lying government, NASA, and all these government agencies throughout the world have deceived you and the world if you believe in the lies of science.
Blinded me with science. She blinded me. think for yourself. You have to be willing to cut against the grain and get the distance from your peer group.
When they said Earth was flat, one man searched for the truth. We born not knowing, are we born knowing all? We growing wiser, are we just growing tall? Can you read thoughts? Can you read palms? Can you predict the future? Can you see storms coming?
I know you've deceived me, now here's a surprise. I could see for miles and miles. I could see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. How can we believe the world is not? I just can't conceive it. All we see and hear, the truth has drowned. It's all good to see.
The earth was flat, if you went too far you would fall off. Now the earth is round, if the shape change again everybody would have started laugh. The average man can't prove of most of the things that he chooses to speak of, and still run research and find out the root of the truth that you seek of. Scholars teach in universities and claim that they're smart and
Party seeks power for its own sake, not as a means but an end. Power over the human mind, and because we control the mind. Reality is inside the skull, Winston. We control the laws of nature. The stars are not light years, but a few kilometers away. If we wished, we could blot them out.
Space, the final frontier.
space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
My question is, through your career and your writing and your acting, you've inspired so many people to enter the sciences. How do you balance science with science fiction? They're both the same.
She blinded me with science. The earth is flat.
And in case there are any conspiracy theorists out there, how would you prove to us that you're in zero gravity?
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Mind control to Major Tom. Mind control
Major Tom.
It's a pack of useless lies. Everything's a lie and that's a fact. Life is a lemon and I want my money back.
Victor, contact please 4125, that's 4550, Bundy. That's 4125, that's 4550, proceed, time is gone, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say.